Hello, and welcome to the vlog update for November 2024. How is it November already, right? I don't know. It's pretty wacky to think about. And I even actually have had to reshoot this intro to this video because in my first take, I was like, "Welcome to the vlog update for December 2024." No, we're not there yet. I've got it's 3:19 p.m. on November the 30th. So I've still got like nearly 9 hours before it's December. So I better get finishing this video and uploading it to YouTube so that I actually have a November 2024 vlog update and keep up with my my self-imposed commitments, right? Cool. So let's get into it. And it's going to be a fun one, of course, as it always is, and also a pretty, maybe slightly lower energy one than usual because I am absolutely knackered at the moment. As I've kind of alluded to in my past couple of updates, these past couple of months have been absolutely nuts, not just in terms of scheduling, but like the different areas and topics and ways that I've needed to scatter my brain space. Not almost, it has been more exhausting than just the actual time that I've spent on working on various projects in completely, well, nothing is really unrelated to anything else, right? Everything is connected. But yeah, just like I said, with my teaching work, I've been teaching 6 different courses, creating material on the fly for probably most of that course delivery work. I've had some stuff that I've been able to draw on, but a lot of it has just been sort of as I go, which has been really intense. And then on top of those 6 courses that I'm delivering, I've of course been trying to stay on top of my music projects, and in particular the Starseeds Wanted Enquire Within album. And I am very excited to share here that my next single for it, and the final single before full album release next year, the new single called Starspin is going to be coming out on the 12th of December, which is just under 2 weeks away. And I'm so excited. It sounds so cool. It's kind of this ambient house, EDM, IDM track that for me is lyrically minimal. So there are lyrics, but they're not as comprehensive as I guess I would normally try to write for a song, which is a bit of a change for me. I have done instrumental tracks, in the past, like on my EP back in 2022, there were a couple of instrumentals that just were kind of electronic music and flute hybrids. There was Right Here and also Double Flat. But other than those 2 instrumentals, I've tended to write songs that have fairly, we'll call them comprehensive lyric structures. So Starspin's a bit of a change from that. There are lyrics, like I said, but they're not really the focus. The focus is more on the sound space, the sort of sound field and what's going on with that. And so the vocals are still quite an area of focus, but in a way, Starspin kind of treats the vocals as more of another instrument. So there's words and there's lyrics and there's definitely meaning within those, but I guess it's more like turning the words into another instrument in Starspin. So it's a bit of a departure. I'm really excited about it. I think it sounds amazing. Dee is back on for the mix and master of not just Starspin, but my entire Starseeds Wanted Enquire Within album, and he does such an amazing job all the time. Super glad that he is back on board for all of that stuff. And this past month, we've been working on various mixes and masters for some of the tracks that are going on to Starseeds Wanted Enquire Within. And then in December, I'm hoping to have all of the tracks through production and then over to Dee for his mix and master magic. So next week, I'm starting to work on production for Saturn in Chinos with a producer whose work I'm a huge fan of, aka Becky Whitten, and I'm so excited that she has agreed to help out with production for Saturn in She Knows. And then I've got a couple of other producers as well on a couple of other tracks, like I've got one of the Lucky 13 rolls in from the producer, O'Caden's roll, and that one has been mixed by D now, and he's actually just sent me the final probably mix for that, and then it'll be just ready to go in amongst the other tracks on the album when it's time. And then I'm still waiting for a couple more of the Lucky 13 rolls from other producers, but it's all coming together, and if all goes as I hope, we will have collected all of the production stems from the various producers by December. And then, of course, it'll all be over to D for mix and mastering. And then I'm hoping, factoring in time for marketing, strategy type stuff, I'm thinking maybe a February release for Starseeds Wanted, Enquire Within is probably realistic at this stage. But again, we'll have to see how we go. So it's all coming together, and very, very exciting stuff. But also because my brain is just being pulled in so many different shiny areas all the time, constantly, and working like easily 12-hour days, 7 days a week for the last 2 months on not completely unrelated things, but essentially unrelated things, right? Like teaching in 6 completely unrelated subjects, and doing a music project and trying to keep practicing my singing, and it's all been pretty intense. Like as you can tell, my brain is pretty scattered. I'm having trouble stringing sentences together lately, and I'm just ready for like a nap. I'm ready for like a 2-week nap. But it's all happening and it's all coming together wonderfully, and that is very exciting. Oh, and a particularly exciting thing that I also wanted to make sure that I mentioned was that yesterday, out of the blue, totally unexpectedly, I got this notification on Instagram saying that AMRAP has started following my account, so the Australian Music Radio Airplay Project, and I've been following AMRAP for ages, of course, but then they followed me back, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder what brought that on. And then a short while later, they tagged me in this post of theirs that yesterday's episode of Australian Music is Bloody Great, hosted by Australian EDM legends from the 90s, Itchy and Scratchy, they not only featured one of my tracks in their curated playlist for that episode of the program, but I was the first one up. They chose Random Number to lead yesterday's Australian Music is Bloody Great playlist. So holy guacamole, I'm so excited and just so grateful. Like, that is just amazing. That blows my mind. That is completely surreal to me. Like literally within the first 2 minutes of the program starting, you've got them chatting, and then they go to the first pick, Random Number, to lead the programming, and that was just like, what? So, I'm still processing that. And of course, I sent that to like everyone. I took screenshots and of the post where they tagged me and my ridiculously enthusiastic thank you message reply sort of thing. And when I checked yesterday, the episode wasn't yet available on the AMRAP website to listen to, but it is available on their app. It was available on their app for replay, and so I listened to it yesterday, and so I'm just so incredibly excited and grateful and mind blown that Random Number is not only in amongst all of those amazing tunes that they chose for that show, but the first cab off the rank. That just is surreal to me. So once again, thank you so much. And what more encouragement could I hope for to lead into my next single, Starspin, landing in just under 2 weeks, the 12th of December, 12/12/2024, and also leading into the whole album release prep for next year. Starseeds Wanted, Enquire Within. It's coming, and it is so exciting to be able to say that. Anywho, thank you so much for your company for the November 2024 vlog update here. I hope you enjoy Starspin when it drops in just under 2 weeks. And I will see you in December for a close off of 2024 and stock take then.